Sean Strickland loses to Dricus du Plessis again. In the second fight, there was no controversy. Nobody in their right mind thought Strickland won that fight. In fact, as someone who wanted Strickland to win, who predicted Strickland to win, who thought, I think he's going to get it done this time, I was dumbfounded by what I was watching. And what I was watching was a guy in Sean Strickland who was just scared to go. He was scared to go. He never let the right hand go. What did I say before this fight? I said the key to Sean Strickland winning this fight is letting the right hand go. He never let it go. He kept it here all night. And if he did let it go, I promise you it was few and far between. He would just throw one, and then that would be it. And it's like, no, bro, you have to throw not just jab, 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 jab. You have to go jab, 1, 2, jab, 1, 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to start throwing your two, bro. Let the right hand go. And even his coach was saying that, bro. At the end of the first round, his coach said that. Eric Nixick. As soon as he gets in Sean's face, he said to him, you got to believe in your right hand. This is looking like the last fight all over again. You got to believe in your right hand, Sean. You can't let him carry momentum like this, Sean. You got to believe in your right hand. And that was a very astute observation from him. That was great advice from him. But Sean just didn't do it. So the question has to be why. Why doesn't Sean let his hands go? Why does he? Because he's fantastic on defense. He was blocking everything. Like, even though, was he blocking everything? Look at his face, right? Like, look at him. He got beat up. He was getting tagged for sure. He wasn't blocking everything. But he was blocking a lot, and he kept constant pressure, and he never got really rocked or nothing like that. The closest he came to getting finished was when he was messing with his nose, and in my opinion, that was a big red flag. Now, of course, he sets the nose, but like in my mind, you can't be doing that. Like, do that in the corner. Right now, forget about the nose. I remember George St. Pierre got injured, and he tells his corner man, he tells Greg Jackson, I think I tear my groin. I'm not impressed by your performance. I tear my groin. And Greg Jackson goes, hit him with your... I fucked it up. Hit him with your groin, George. Hit him with your groin. And... he went out there and acted like it never happened. I guess I don't have a torn groin. He did, but it's not important to think about right now. We're not thinking about this right now. You know what I'm saying? Don't think about the fact that your nose is broken. You're out here talking about, we're going to die in there. We're going to die in there. And then when your nose is broken, you're fidgeting with it. You know what I mean? I don't get it. And Sean, in my opinion, is still one of the big stars in the UFC. People got to see him get humbled, so to speak, but I don't think he should be humble after that performance. I think he should ramp it up and seize the opportunity. I think Sean Strickland proved that in the lead up to this fight, he is someone who gets headlines. He is someone who people want to hear from. And whether it's to cringe at him or to, support him, that's all you need. You get me? He has both. He has the audience that hates him, and he has the audience that loves him. And that's why he's never too far removed from a title fight. That's why I keep hearing people say, it's going to be a long time before Sean Strickland fights for a title again. I don't see it that way. I don't see it that way at all, because all he has to do is win like 2 fights. All he has to do is, and if he wants, he could always move up to light heavyweight and get a light heavyweight title shot, or, I don't know if he could cut down to welterweight again, but he's got options. And plus, he could fight for a BMF title. I know people are going to go crazy at that, but Dricus even called him a BMF after the title. He didn't use those words, but he said Sean Strickland is the toughest man alive. And Sean Strickland is very tough, man. Sean Strickland walks you down. Sean Strickland is, he's someone that people want to watch fight, and he's going to... You can't say he's going to make the fight, because he doesn't make the fight, right? Like, he just kind of hides behind his jab the whole time and stuff. But he has the potential to be that guy. He really does. If you watch Strickland, it's really so simple, too. Because Dricus did a great job, but he did a great job against the guy who was so reserved. You get me? All Sean Strickland had to do to win this fight was to throw his right hand after he jabbed. That's it. And, you know, the jab is a setup punch. And he's throwing the jab like he's got some sort of piston-like jab, like he's George Foreman or something like that. And he's blocking all these punches like he's got the type of one-punch knockout power to just end the fight. Like, bro, you're not George Foreman. You're not George Foreman who's just going to be able to parry and block these punches and then land a sledgehammer of an uppercut. You're not that guy. You're the guy that needs volume. Sean Strickland needs volume to win fights. And Sean Strickland... Think about this, guys. Think about other volume fighters. Max Holloway, right? Like, think about these volume guys. What happens if the volume guy is only throwing a jab? You get what I'm saying? You have to throw more than the jab. You have to... The jab is a setup punch. You go jab, right hand to the body. Jab, right hand to the head. After throwing the jab, maybe you feint the jab more. Now you can feint the right hand to the body, come up with a left hook to the head. Or you could do jab, right hand to the body, left hook to the head. Like, there's so many different things you can do as you build off of them. But the base, the foundation, is the jab. And Sean does that so well. He lands the jab so well. But he doesn't do anything else. He doesn't do anything else after he lands the jab. And he'll throw the teep kick, which is another. It's basically like the jab of kicks, you know. You have the side kick that is kind of like the jab of kicks. You have the front kick to the body that's kind of like the jab of kicks. You know, the push kick. You have these things, that, or teep, push kick, whatever. You have these strikes that are setup strikes, but Sean's only throwing them as his main strikes. And Dricus was catching him. There was a point where Dricus was timing it every time Sean lifted his back leg up. He kept lifting his leg up, and it's a bad habit, in my opinion, because Dricus was able to time it, and when he did, that's when he was trying to land the overhands. He was trying to land the overhands on those moments because, you know, the guy's on one leg. If the guy's on one leg and you hit him, you got a better chance of knocking him down, right? He's off balance on one leg, so you hit him, and it looks like, you know, you toppled him over, when really you didn't land too clean. You just knocked him off balance. So, Dricus, I really wasn't impressed with Dricus as much as I was let down by Sean Strickland. And Dricus did his job. Dricus did his thing. Don't get me wrong. Like, he fought what was given to him, and he succeeded that night. I don't necessarily think he beats Khamzat Chimaev. I don't think he beats Alex, I kind of want to say. Dricus he said this after the fight. He said, I proved that I'm the best middleweight in the world. And I hear you on that. I do. But at the same time, you're only the best middleweight in the world because you haven't fought Khamzat yet. You haven't fought the, you know what I mean? Like, we need more. We need more, and Dricus, you know, this is just a rematch for him, right? With him and Strickland. He beat Strickland again, but I don't know, man. Like, I just think if Dricus is fighting a guy who's not going to handicap himself the way Strickland does, how does Dricus do? You know, I respect Dricus du Plessis and his abilities and what he's able to do, but at the same time, you also gotta see more. He has to answer more questions. There's more for him to ask. Beating Sean Strickland didn't answer all the questions, you know. He got to fight Khamzat now. He got to fight a few different people. That's my personal take. Let me know what you think in the comments section below, whether you agree, disagree. It doesn't matter. Join the discussion, follow for more, and leave a like if you enjoyed the time spent. Thank you. You are all appreciated.